Recently, I spent several days creating and uploading a YouTube video, expecting it to receive a ton of views, but sadly it only received a few views in the first 48 hours. What did I do wrong? Just because a video fails at first, it doesn't mean you can't change the title and make it successful. In this video, you'll discover 10 title changes to revive your dead videos on YouTube. I'll show you how to write compelling titles, how I use them to title my videos, and why they work to attract more views and subscribers. Include problem and solution. Identify one of the biggest problems your target audience is having and offer a solution. When you include both of these in your title, it'll motivate your viewer to click and watch your video because they'll be interested in finding the solution to their biggest problems. Here's a video titled YouTube Chapters Timestamps Not Working, How to Fix. It addresses a huge problem of timestamps not working and offers a solution on how to fix it. This video is titled YouTube Shorts Not Showing, How to Fix It. It taps into the viewer's problem of YouTube Shorts not showing and offers a solution on how to fix it. Ask a question. When you ask a question in your title, it makes viewers curious to want to know the answer. But how can you find those questions that your target audience asks? A simple way is to enter your phrase into the Google search engine, like not getting views. Look under People Also Asked to see the suggested questions. Why is my video not getting views? Why are my views not increasing? Why am I suddenly getting no views on YouTube? How can I increase my views? If you have the browser extension Keywords Everywhere installed, you'll also be able to get related keywords people also search for and long tail keywords. I'll place a link to Keywords Everywhere in the description below this video. You can also use an online tool like answerthepublic.com. Just enter your phrase in the search engine, then click search. For example, if I enter YouTube views, then click search, I get a huge number of questions that I can use for video titles. For example, who has the highest views on YouTube in the world? Why YouTube views go down? Are YouTube views accurate? Can YouTube views earn money? Here's one of my videos titled, Why is my YouTube video not getting views? How to fix. Here's one of my video titles that asks the question, do YouTube descriptions really matter in 2022? Here's another video title I created that asks the question, can you be a full-time YouTuber in 2022? Asking a burning question in your title makes a viewer curious to want to check out the answer. Add a time frame. When you include a time frame in your title, it includes a sense of urgency and respects the viewer's time. For example, this shorts video is titled YouTube Research Explained in 60 Seconds. The viewer knows they're going to get all the information inside 60 seconds. This shorts video is titled How to Add a Subscribe Button to YouTube Video in 60 Seconds. It tells you exactly the content you're going to receive inside 60 seconds. Experiment with adding time frames to your title to see if you get more traction on your videos. Use contrast. When you place contrasting ideas in your title, it makes viewers want to click on your video to find out more. For example, this video is titled 10 Ways to Monetize YouTube Videos Without 1,000 Subscribers. So if you want to monetize your videos, but you don't have 1,000 subscribers or 4,000 watch hours to join the YouTube Partner Program, this video will offer 10 solutions. You can also use comparisons in your title to compare two different things. For example, I titled this video, YouTube Brand Account versus Personal, which is best? The result is that it's accumulated 112,000 views in 3 years. Make a bold statement. Making a bold statement in your title or your thumbnail will cause viewers to sit up and take notice. For example, this video is titled 15 Reasons YouTube Channel is Not Getting Subscribers. Number 14 might surprise you. By adding number 14 might surprise you will cause viewers to watch your video longer. Here's a thumbnail I created using the bold statement, your title sucks. I then created a complimentary title that says 10 title mistakes to avoid on YouTube, how to fix. You can also shock people by making a bold statement about something personal that happened in your life. For example, this video is titled The Day I Almost Died. Making bold statements in your titles or thumbnails may shock your viewers and cause them to take action by watching your video. Satisfy the curiosity gap. Create a gap between what your audience already knows and what they want to know. For example, I titled this video, How to Write Titles for YouTube Videos That Everyone Loves. It's obvious to the viewer they need to write better video titles, but how can they write titles that everyone loves? If I just used the title, How to Write Titles for YouTube Videos, it wouldn't compel viewers to click and watch the video. Adding brackets to the end of the title that includes the phrase, that everyone loves, adds a curiosity gap and makes it irresistible for viewers to want to check out the video. Add descriptive words. When you add descriptive words to your title, like shocking, unbelievable, amazing, it elevates your title and also elevates the emotions of your viewers. It turns a boring title into a much more compelling title because you've added an emotional trigger. For example, I titled this video, How to Make an Amazing Thumbnail for YouTube, Win the Click. If I just wrote the title, How to Make a Thumbnail for YouTube, it wouldn't be as compelling as including the word amazing in the title. This video is titled Best Wireless Microphone for Camera, Laptop, or Phone. Including the word best at the beginning of the title will make viewers curious why it is the best microphone. Another example of a descriptive title could be How to Write Amazing Articles Even If You Suck at Writing. Create a list of simple tips and tricks. Viewers always want to hear the latest tips and tricks that enhances their lives or improves their video's performance. For example, this video is titled 4,000 Watch Hours YouTube 12 Tips and Tricks. The title makes you curious about what the tips and tricks are to get 4,000 watch hours. Here's a recent video I titled 7 Guaranteed Optimization Tips to Get Higher Views on YouTube. Use numbers. When you use numbers in your titles, viewers know they're going to get a structured presentation of your content and what to expect. For example, this video is titled 5 Ways to Use Shorts to Grow YouTube Channel in 2022. The viewer knows they're going to receive 5 tips to grow the YouTube channel. This video is titled 6 Ways to Immediately Boost Your YouTube Channel, Get More Views. I've combined numbers, 6 ways, with a descriptive word, immediately, to make a more compelling video title. Reveal secrets or mistakes. When you include secrets or mistakes in your video title, it makes viewers curious to want to check out what the secrets or mistakes are. For example, I titled this video 10 title mistakes to avoid on YouTube, how to fix. I titled this video Biggest Mistakes New YouTubers Make and How to Avoid Them. People fear making mistakes, so if you add the word mistakes to your video title, it creates an emotional trigger for your viewers. Change the angle. Sometimes the first title that you come up with for a new video sounds boring. Try rewriting the title from a different angle. For example, I could have written a boring title for this video, such as How to Explain Super Thanks. Instead, I wrote a much more compelling video title that says Super Thanks Explained in 5 minutes. Earn more on YouTube. Here are 4 tips and tricks to write better video titles. Start with user intent. When creating your video title, think about what your viewers might actually want to learn. Read your comments. Viewers often post questions in the comments, so you can use that question for a video title and answer it by recording your video. You can also get ideas for future YouTube videos by studying the comments of your competitors' videos. Add some pizzazz to your video title. Instead of creating a boring title, add some pizzazz to your title by including words such as unbelievable, amazing, shocking. Revive dead videos. Just because a video fails at first, it doesn't mean you can't change the titles and make it successful. Identify the videos on your channel that are no longer getting many views and change the title to revive the video. Keep in mind it'll take some time for YouTube to re-index the video, so you'll notice the changes. The bottom line is, stop creating boring titles. Instead, create video titles that stimulate the curiosity of your viewers and motivate them to want to click and watch your video. Did you know that 99% of YouTube titles suck? Watch this video on the screen right now for 10 title tweaks to get more views on YouTube. You'll be glad you did.